Disclaimer: the information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GAN's processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the messenger, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become messiahs to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion that is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, the path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness. By giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are a clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees, that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine, irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand. To be there, to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become. In being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle. Which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe and in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 256 One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice, here on Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the public teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond, and I'll be host today, along with multiple co-hosts of Dean, Elias, and Mark. And I think we're ready to host the members of the Universal Council here. So let's get their presentation up and ready to go.
Okay, welcome all souls to the Universal Council broadcast, One Planet, One Nation, One Race for Justice and World Peace. It's exciting times to be alive and be part of Keshe Foundation and the Universal Council and the supporters and all knowledge seekers. We are all one big family, I feel. Okay, and did I say who I am? I'm Marie. I'm a Universal Council member. So I was listening to this beautiful video from about the Universal Council, and this content in this video is taken from a very interesting part of the teachings of Mr. Keshe. I know that because I've been a soul teacher for a while, and I've had teachings from this part of the teachings, and it's from about, I can't remember just exactly, but from 196th or 194th Knowledge Seekers Workshop and 20 workshops further. And in this teachings, there are so much soul teaching. And it's not only soul teaching, it's about creation, everything. So, well, it's all soul teachings in a way, because everything has a soul. Every living thing has a soul. So I recommend everyone to go back in the big pile of Knowledge Seekers Workshop with Mr. Keshe, because it can be overwhelming with so much knowledge. And if you're new, then it's even harder where to start. And so I recommend from this area, 194th maybe, and further. Yes, among these teachings, there are so much interesting things. You find the creation of the soul, you find the wish, and you find the commandments, among a lot of other things. There is one teaching that is about how to create your own soul spaceship, a whole teaching. So go back and have a look at that. And we are in this show today, we will have a section about the commandments. And we picked one commandment. And the commandments are found in the 204th Knowledge Seekers Workshop. And yes, so there is a lot of interesting things. In addition to the live shows that Mr. Keshe is doing every Thursday. So it's the development of everything, the cosmic fields and the awakening in a way of humanity is going very, very fast. So hang on. So I was thinking before this that I should bring something to the introduction today. And they're in this 204th Knowledge Seekers Workshop, which already have the commandments. And if you don't know it, the commandments is not 10 commandments, it's 24 commandments, which Moses received, but he only brought 10 of them to the people or humanity. So this is the missing commandments we are looking at today, or one of them at least. And in this 204th Knowledge Seekers Workshop, there is so much beauty. And among other things, there is a part of the text which is just like a poem. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to read that for you today. And you probably heard it before, but you know, a good thing cannot be heard often enough. So it starts with this title: Your soul is the mirror image of the soul of the Creator. And this is Mr. Keshe who is speaking this in this teaching. You don't need no prophet to be enlightened with the light of the Creator and become the creator of the light yourself. Your soul is the mirror image of the soul of the Creator. It depends how you turn the angle of that mirror, that how bright the light of the soul of the man will shine. And that mirror is the physicality of the man, which reflects the light of the soul of the man. The more you become aligned with the correct, what I call path of life, the more the line of the sun becomes in line with the sun of the soul of the man, and shines the same as the light of the Creator. I made man in the image of myself. You need the mirror to see the image, and you need to have a mirror, which is the physicality of the man, to understand the position and the conduct of the soul of the man in respect to its physicality and the soul of the Creator. Blessed are those souls who understood. Thank you. So we can go to the next slide, Rick. Thank you.
Hello, dear souls. Welcome. Swagatam, my dear souls. It's beauty and duty. I have created.
We can't hear you, Sweta.
Hello. No, hello.
It's
I apologize.
internet.
Yeah, can you hear now?
No, it's
Hello?
a bad connection.
Oh, okay. Can you like this? Hello?
I think so. Go ahead.
No, can you hear me now?
Sweta,
It's breaking up.
maybe Sweta's connection will be better later on.
Oh,
Maybe we can go back to
proceed
this.
then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we wait with this picture and go back when Sweta has a better line.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So we might go to, yes. Okay. This is the 1 minute of silence. And that is for us souls to unite and use our soul power to elevate those in need of elevation. And this, today we will elevate the souls of the 5+1 peace negotiators, the souls of the IEAI. I'm very bad on letters in English, but you can read it. The elevation of all souls working for peace in Vienna. The souls of humanity. The elevation of the souls of world leaders and the religious leaders of planet Earth. So let's have 1 minute of silence and join in elevation of all these souls. Thank you. So thank you. So this unified soul elevation will be the force that brings peace to every soul on planet Earth, so that we will have an everlasting world peace. Because we need this world peace to become travelers of space and like full members of the universal community, which are those people who are already out in space. Together with the cosmic rays from the Creator and from the beautiful systems in Linz. Thank you. So maybe we can go to the next slide.
Hello everyone, this is Jacko, UC member of the Dutch language. And I would like to take you all with me on a journey. This picture I took last Saturday. I was traveling to the west part of Switzerland. And as you see, it was a wonderful, wonderful day.
I wasn't been in this area for about a half a year. In the summer holidays, it was the last time. And I met a lot of people there who I knew for a longer time. And it was wonderful to say hello to them, to hug them, and of course also wish them a very good new year. And this journey is in fact the same as what we're doing with the system. As Marie said, we prepare ourselves, our souls, to be prepared to travel. The only difference is the dimension of the traveling we're about to do. All these distances, this place I have to drive 2 hours with a car, will have no meaning anymore. And as Mr. Keshe said, it will be much faster than you can imagine that these changes come, and that we will discover the freedom of traveling with our souls. Also, this will bring us the freedom not to kill anymore. Because if we become independent, if we supply all the energies we need without the killing, then we make the ethos that is necessary to be able to travel. And for me, it is a wonderful journey. Because if you think a little bit further, this is what humanity is waiting for such a long time. And the beauty will not only be in a small part, but we will enjoy this beauty in a big scale. And I really see forward to the possibilities that we will have after, as soon as we understand how we can travel, how we can meet together, so that we are not bound anymore to space or to Zoom meetings. We all can meet wherever we want. And that's a wonderful goal to head for. And I'm very happy to do it with you. So Rick, can we go to the next slide? So now we come to the commandments again. Marie made a wonderful introduction. And I know I repeat myself, but it is so important. This is the key to understand the way from physicality to the soul. And everyone who wants to go this way, is important to understand what is written. So don't only read it, but please try to understand, because these are the lessons of the soul. Next slide, please. So this commandment, thou shalt not lie. As Mr. Keshe wrote and said, it is so important to understand why the commandments were not complete given to humanity. We have to understand that in this time where Moses became the commandment, for him it was difficult because making these commandments public would have restricted him and the way they worked then. And that was the reason why he didn't give it. Now, if you think about why do we do such things? If we have the possibility to bring positive things into this world, to change in a positive way, isn't it the ego that is blocking it? Very often it is. And then the lying and cheating and stealing starts. So if we understand this, we also understand why we're still bound to earth. Because our souls, if we look back, always had the possibilities, the freedom to travel if we would understand these commandments. And for us, it is so important to understand, then we can live it. And then we will be ready to travel. Then we also will be ready to receive the health, the energies that are necessary, and not to take from Earth anymore, nor from anyone else. The most important is that we are honest to ourselves. Mr. Keshe explained in the private teaching, on the soul level or in the space dimension, there is no lying. You cannot lie, he said. And I felt this in the system in the 16th of June, very strong. First time I went to the flight room. And I really want to ask you, be honest to yourself. Because in the end, there's only one judge, and that is our judgment of ourselves. So isn't it much, much better to be transparent from the beginning, to take the track of honesty? Because then the judging in the end, which will come anyway, will be much easier. Now, is there anyone else who wants to say something about this commandment, which is a real strong commandment? I think a very important one.
Yes, this is Marie again.
Hi, Marie.
Hello, Jackal. I'm thinking thou shalt not lie. It's very similar to maybe I put the wrong one.
You did? No problem.
Okay, thou shalt
They're
not lie.
all important.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I see that now.
No problem.
Yes, I think it's a habit of man to lie to himself. So, and I remember Mr. Keshe said that it's all about the commandments are not for physicality, it's for the soul. So we are lying to our own soul. So we have to stop doing that, because the soul knows everything. Every bad action I've done in my life, my soul was there and witnessing it. So it knows everything. So when I'm not honest with my own soul, there is some communication problem, probably. Maybe I'm stealing from my soul then. I'm taking, because I'm not telling the truth. Maybe I haven't thought about it. Maybe I haven't dived into something that has happened and really looked at it to see what the truth is about it. And when I don't do that, I'm kind of telling myself a lie, and I'm lying to my own soul. So, as you said, Judgment Day is the day you meet your own soul, and nothing will be forgotten. Everything is there. Kind of a recording. I don't know how it's recorded, but in a way, that's my understanding of it. Yes, it was my comment.
Thank you. Yes, I think it's exactly the same. It's like with the system, we give everything from us, and it will be used to be compatible to the rest. So it is enough to have a representative to connect to the rest. And it's the same with the soul. We all, as souls, come from the same ray. It's split it out, and it will come back again. And this time is so important that we do our best to make it as good as possible. Everyone has to learn, and that is no exception. It's also not the problem. That is even the reason why we're here in physicality. Because here we can make experiences that are on the soul level not possible or necessary. And I think that is why we should be really grateful to be on Earth, to be at this time on Earth, and to share this experience together. So please choose the right track. It's like with a train, if you take another track, you come on a different goal in the end, a different place. And in the end, we want to be on the right place. So it's good to take the right track with the right ethos, and then the journey starts. Someone else?
I'll add a little bit. This is Mosvik.
Hi, Mosvik.
Hi, Jaco. How are you doing?
Good, good. You too?
Yeah, I'm doing well. And since it's a new day, as the day of judgment has started, well, the thing is that, you know, the line part or the corrupted messages from the soul of physicality. And we have, you know, in the past, you know, we all, to a degree, to one degree or another, we have been subjected to these messages from the soul of physicality. As we got too occupied with it, of course, you know, when you get the false messages, even if the soul is sending the message, correct message, our attachment to the soul of physicality screen those coming from the soul. So in a way, as we, in the new day, as we start to get better in touch, at first it's just a shadow of indication that there is something called the soul. And then as we start to listen to these finer messages, we pay attention. Of course, we are so attached to physicality that, you know, paying attention to those messages or signals, however you may put it, was something that, you know, these are little things coming here and there, and we ignored it. And the soul of physicality's distorted messages, I mean, often corrupted or influenced by the others around us, similarly affected. So it was not necessarily an individual error. It's kind of like collectively we also did it. And do we cry for those? No, but as we learn, there is no point in crying for those things in a way, or feeling guilty. And this has been some of our methods of even more getting preoccupied with these things. So all of these things, that the thing that that makes us attached to the soul of physicality, distortions, which includes this guilty feeling, actually. So as we kind of move away from it and move to the purity or the truth, we can use any word, but there is a feeling that comes with this message, a degree of certainty. It's not like, did I do it? Maybe I was bad, or there was often in a soul's message yes, they are subtle and often muted, let's call it that. I can't think of a better word than that. It's just not as loud. And often, these things are there and we just are not used to it. And now that we are used to it, getting used to it, and with enhancement unit, we can make the progress much more accelerated. And this is the beauty of it. And as the new day has dawned, new day of understanding the soul, why worry about yesterday? Let's be present in the present. And then we can, listen to these messages of the soul. And yeah, physicality will, of course, sometimes, the old habit is there, it's fine, sometimes it will come, but, we just brush aside and, keep our focus on this beautiful day, the day where the messages from the soul are clear, becoming clearer and clearer as the day gets brighter and brighter. So in a way, yes, we all, one to a degree, has done all of these things yesterday. Yesterday is yesterday. Let's not worry. Some of it, the memory of this old time may haunt us. Well, why should it haunt us? Now that we have the access, let's build on it, and it will be more fun and interesting. And there is, let's enjoy, add joy, wrap this day in joy, or enclose this day, or enclose this day in joy, or enjoy the day where we are beginning to understand the messages from the soul. And as we understand more and more, we apply it in our lives, in people, also in lives of people we are surrounded with, and use this for the service of others. Of course, we are part of this others. We are not really separate from them, but in serving others, we understand other dimension. And now that we have the purity of the message, the service gets improved as we apply these pure messages in our lives and in everybody's lives that we touch. So that's all. I hope it's a little bit helpful, and thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you very much, Mashwik. I think now and then we're all little Moses. We pick what we like and what is suiting us. But Mr. Keshe teaches us to see the totality. And in that totality, it looks a little bit different than only taking the small parts. Thank you very much. Anyone else?
Hi, it's Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hi. I guess stay calm. on that, like when you lie, sometimes you lie to protect other people, like from the outcome. So we gotta quit worrying about the outcome and no, I can't say we gotta. I'm terrible at speaking sometimes. When you lie, you try and protect, but you gotta let things play out as they go, like not to hang on to how you think it should go, just play it straight. And however, like sometimes you might think I'm hurting someone's feelings, so I'll lie, or I don't want them to know that, so I'll lie. But once we learn to play it straight, like just let it out and let the outcome come as it comes, instead of expecting a certain outcome. I don't know if I said that right. So like, I think that once we get into this new paradigm, and from my understanding, we won't be able to lie to each other, because we'll see in each other what that person is feeling and or thinking. We'll get an impression before they even know what they're thinking. So I think, yeah, it'll definitely help when we all start playing a straight game. But I think that a lot of it we did to protect ourselves and or to protect others. It was a bad way, but anyway, I'm done. That's what I wanted to say, that we'll be okay.
It's very human, Diane.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you very much. And you know, I see it in it's my experience. If you start lying, then the house of cards becomes bigger with every lie and every substitute to the lies, and earlier or later the house of cards falls down.
Yeah.
And if we learn to know this, then even if it's hard, and even if yeah, some people maybe don't understand, but in my case, the truth always has the longer way, or the longer breathe. And yeah, if we know that we are our own judges, then why should we take this wrong way? It somehow doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they're just worried about, like, well, if I do that, then they'll think that, and I don't want that, and then the lie starts. But we just got to play the game straight and be honest. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? You know, the reason why I ask is the diversity of us together is what makes the change. And everyone can speak out what he feels, what his soul is communicating with him or her. But if there's no one else, then Rick, I want to ask you to please do the next slide. Or maybe we can try to go back to Shweta. Maybe the connection is better. Shweta, are you there? I don't see her. So Rick, can you go to the next slide, please?
I think Shweta must be having connection issues.
Yes.
Hi, this is Marie again. Yes, we have a contribution to our program today. And this part of the presentation is meant for the communities. And this is the voice of the one nation that we are creating. And today we have a beautiful Canadian contribution. And we just heard her. So Diane, are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so then you can start the presentation, Rick, as a Canadian.
I think Dean's going to help Diane with her presentation here, is the way I understand it.
Okay, because it's incorporated in the presentation.
That's it.
Okay.
I just want to say, like, when I started this, I was hoping that it would be a collaboration from everybody. And it turned out like that. I don't have those skills to contact everybody and get their thing. I put it all together. And I think something would be done better with film. But I thought it was very important that everyone knows what's happening or what's happened and like where we're going, where we're at. And yeah, like why the commandments are so important. So I started doing a slideshow presentation. And so I'll just go ahead and read. And then Dean, I guess when I'm done reading, you can go ahead and flip the page or whatever you do. Okay. We wish everyone, one planet, one nation, one race, peace and love throughout this special time. Mithra's birthday, winter solstice, the birthday of the love of God, the green. December 16th, 2022, the birth of the new child, the new creation, the new beginning, when the soul of man met the creator and established a line of communication. That's when like they did the first test with, and we met, or some people, their souls, or our soul, because we're all the same soul, and then the whole, we met the creator. So humanity met the creator, basically. Carry on. The promised day has come. The dark days of man in knowing and understanding of the creation is over. Man progresses to the new knowledge. And that's from Mr. Keshe, of course, from the whatever. And that knowledge only comes through the soul of man. So I guess we're going to be learning a lot. Hopefully my soul is a better teacher than my physicality. Carry on. Well, this is a picture I did in 2003. It's the last picture I did. I only did pictures when I felt compelled to do it. And I always just started with the eyes and then whatever came. And this is what came. And I ended up calling it the Holy Grail, as in the holy, as in WHOLE, like whole creation. I understood a bit about the Grail. And now I can see like the soul of physicality, the soul of man, and then the soul of the fuzzy part. We are created things as a gift from the creator, in a way, become able to transmute between the two dimensions. And that's, thank you, Mr. Keshe, for teaching us. He's teaching us like to be the Messiah of our own soul, like, and we can, with the help of these machines or whatever you want to call them, I see them as like training wheels to learn how to fly, if that makes sense. Okay. And that's the last artwork really that I did besides any window painting. Yeah. We are now able to begin to understand universal energies. We need to nourish the child in the newly opened universal fields of love in peace. Thank you, Mr. Keshe, for the ways to create heaven on earth. Blessings. I think a lot of it I've been waiting for this, like heaven on earth kind of thing, like what, and it's up to us. Carry on. We are here to assist each other to navigate the ways of the soul. We wish to open up the understandings of the 22 plus commandments, guidance for our soul. From my understanding, we'll get the last commandment when we join the universal for, like, I don't know. I guess we'll know when we know. Carry on. Thank yous for being we, for all the strawberry fields that we created together, thinking good, doing good, being good, for elevating to new levels, transforming our being, for bringing peace on earth and joining the universal family. And I thank everyone who's here and of course, I thank our creator and of course, Mr. Keshe for giving us such a beautiful message. I think there's one more. Oh yeah, that's just a peace sign that I did because that's what it's all about, peace. It's all about the soul, but we need peace on earth. Well, mostly I guess it's peace inside ourselves. Each one of us, we need peace. And then that peace will spread and eventually there will be peace on earth. Sisters and brothers of creation, remember your creator is within you. Okay, thank you so much for playing this. I don't know, I think we got to let that message out. We got to let people know what's going on. Dean, you weren't supposed to throw those over. I'm just sending me pictures. Those are flowers, of course. I was just figuring out what I could do with slideshow and sending Dean pictures. That was one of the pictures. I take a few pictures. I am an artist, which I thought we were going to do the possession thing. Like as an artist, like in this new paradigm we're entering, like I guess I'll learn, but as an artist, like as a visual artist, I'm used to using physicality things to create. So it's all new for all of us. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Marie.
Well, thank you, Diane. That was so beautiful. You are such a gifted artist, and what beautiful words. It was just amazing. I have to see it again.
Okay, well, the words were mostly Mr. Keshe, but I was thinking like energies come through us, not to us. They come through us, and then we're converters of the energy, and we convert it however, whatever. But it's not mine. It's not mine to keep. It's mine to show to. That's like it's the fields go on. The energies come and go. So don't hang on to anything. Just be open. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Diane. And those beautiful flowers you're showing here, it's the manifestation of the creator, because the creator is in everything.
Yeah, and the creator, beautiful creator.
So it's the beauty of creation. It gets another meaning when you say that. When you know what we know from all the teachings, it's the beauty of creation. It's really showing its beauty to us through all this beauty.
Thank you for being so beautiful, everyone.
Yes, so now we are at the part where everyone can bring their needs and wishes for yourself or from your community to the Universal Council. Because in a way, the Universal Council is there to help connect the dots in a way. Do we have anyone who wants to bring something to us? A thought, a wish, sharing something?
One thing that came to mind for me is that goes along with thou shalt not lie, is that the time has come that we need to see truth spoken by our world leaders. And I think they're in a position where they're going to have no other choice than to speak truth to what they believe or to what the people need to hear. And it's gone beyond just for the benefit of themselves, it's for the benefit of all. And that transparency is here now, and the world leaders just can't afford to lie because they're starting to look so obvious in their lies that they look ridiculous. And I think they're aware of that. And I think some of them are even embarrassed to say the things that they do. But again, they're protecting someone or themselves. And that's, as Diane mentioned, that's where a lot of the lying seems to occur. So we need strength for our world leaders, that they can say the truth and not worry about the repercussions, and just let it go and continue speaking to truth as a way of moving forward. So perhaps to our own way, we can uplift those souls of world leaders to do the right thing and say the right words and the correct thoughts, good words, and good deeds. So we look forward to a future with truth as the important, the most important actually, way of communicating.
Yes. I think the world leaders, when they tell us lies, they are also lying to themselves. So they are depleting their own soul. And all souls are equal. So all souls want peace and harmony and all this, the interaction with everyone in balance. And so when we do this elevation or we give from our soul, you don't need to be in the meeting to do that. You can do that all the time. Give from your soul to this who needs it, because these world leaders that do a lot of harm to many people, they have very weak souls, and they need to be strengthened. And the stronger the soul, the more the soul will kind of make this human being work for peace and good for all. So it's a way of bringing peace, this elevation, because we will change them from within. And if they don't follow their soul, they will have this war within. So they either will follow the way of the soul, and all souls are in a way good. That's my understanding of it. And then we will reach peace, and we will also have the help of these cosmic fields that the Creator is sending us, and we also have from the systems in Linz, which is a very strong field strength, and it will change a lot. It will change everything. It will change the world leaders and the fishes in the oceans and the animals and the ants and insects and birds and humans and everything. Because our souls will be elevated by it. Isn't that fantastic?
Yes, Marie, you are so right. Thank you very much. I have a wish for Romanian community, for all the world. I have many relatives and friends, knowledge seekers, which are actually ill, suffering from different illnesses. And my wish and my yes, my wish is to form together a star formation and put all these ill people from the planet in the middle and give from our soul right now. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Yes, we need to give to all souls, or the soul of humanity. We are both one soul and we are individual souls. And when the soul is elevated, it will take care of illnesses and everything, because the soul is capable of that. We're created by our soul. The physicality is created by the soul. So it can also heal it in a way.
Thank you very much, Marie. You are a pure soul, and all Universal Council are so elevated. And also, we knowledge seekers, we can together elevate the soul of humanity in order to heal all the planet at once. We are a soul in different soul, as you said, and we can help so much at the soul level with our love, unconditional love.
Thank you.
Much love to you.
I have another thought, since nobody is speaking. From the introduction about the Universal Council, and there are a lot of knowledge in that part, that video. And so we are all equal. Remember, he says the soul of an infant is shining as bright as the soul of an old man, because the souls are equal. And when we are able, or maybe someone is already out traveling with their soul, but that is a goal for the knowledge seekers, I think, to become travelers of space. Then every one of us will be an ambassador for the rest of us. When we are traveling and meeting other cultures and so on, we will be from planet Earth, and we are an ambassador for humanity. Any one of us. So in a way, we are equal to the Creator. And as we heard many times, we are made in the image of the Creator. We are created by the Creator. And lately, Mr. Keshe said that we are equal with the Creator in a way. But we are created out of the Creator. So in a way, we are inside the Creator, in a way. Hey, Jacko, are you there? I'm rambling around.
Yes, Marie, I'm here. Yeah, I see it exactly the same. This is the return to the point where we understand that we are one. And in that beauty, there lies so much strength and so much change that yeah, it's difficult to explain in physicality.
It's
But
hard to explain, yes.
Yes, but we will experience it. And I think this year will be the turning point for humanity with all these possibilities that are waiting. So
may
let's go
I, Mary
forward.
and Jacob, say something?
Yes.
Okay,
Salome.
thank you very much. I would like to make a point with a sacred geometry. I mean, the star formation, which we knowledge seeker star formation, is called also Merkaba. It's a light, pure light. This ignition of light in our plasma, it's a free plasma, yeah? And with the help of this light, each of us can travel because we are a Merkaba, each of us. This Merkaba is a tetrahedron star, and each of us is a fractal. I mean, we are a star, each of us, we are the light of this star. And as Mr. Keshe said, we create this flower of life, this seed of life, fruit of life, tree of life, just a comparison to understand that each of us at the soul level, we are a light of the star, and we are able to fly, to travel in the unicos, in the universe, besides the space and time, there where everything is together. I mean, at the unified field, at the soul level, at the principal matter level, if you want. And there we are one, and we communicate and we travel instantly, I mean, because time and space does not exist there in the plasma reality at the soul level. And our soul, our Merkaba, expands the line of the field, and we become the unity, the totality. We become the unicos, the Tor of the unicos, and our mini fractal of our toroid of the micro unicos from inside out, goes from inside out, yes, and creates this big torus of the unicos. We become the unicos, the unity. This is the secret of the fractal, the small toroid inside of our soul go outside and expand the line, and we become the unicos. And this from Linz, this unit of fly just help us to expand our soul and to create this unity, and realize, to be conscient of our unity, because we are already unified. We communicate at the soul level, but not all the people are aware of this. And our aim and our mission is to make people aware of this unity. Science and science of the plasma help, especially the leaders of our planet, and other leaders from the universe and unicos, to understand that we are one, and in unity only cooperation based on unconditional love and based on harmony and beauty could make us healthy, happy, and gives us the abundance at the soul level, make us able to feel the abundance of the universe, because we are the universe. We are everything. When we realize that we are everything, we are the creation, and inside the creation is the creator, because creation and creator, they are together. It's like a cup and the content. And within the cup is a content, I mean, is Mitra, the beloved creator, which the feminine principle and the feminine force creating force of the universe, which is feminine, together with masculine balance, made the equilibrium of the universe and of our blue planet. Only when men and women, I mean masculine principle and feminine principle, the attributes of feminine and masculine are balanced, peace will be on this earth. I mean gravitational and magnetical to be in equilibrium. This toroid with double sense, magnetical and gravitational, it is in balance when also in physicality we create the harmony, the equilibrium as it is at the soul level, in plasmatic field level, in this primordial field. So our duty is to create this societal model in physicality as it is in the dimension of the soul. Creator said, I created you noble. Why you forgot about this? So you are so noble. You are beauty. Your soul is beauty. Your soul is goodness. Humanity has only one to realize this, that only by creating beauty around us, by creating harmony, peace, unity, and goodness, we'll be healthy. Health means peace, peace of the soul, which will radiate peace on the planet. I wish peace of mind of all being of this planet, peace of the heart, peace of the soul, and peace in physicality. Only peace, 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 and love. Much love to all planet. Much love to you, Mary, Joseph, and Rick, and Sweta, and so all our friends here present. Thank you.
Thank you, Salome. Do we have anything more we need to bring to the table? Is there other people who wants to speak? Okay. What do you think, Jaco? Should we
we
say
can wrap
thank
things
you?
up
Yes.
for this week. Thank you very much, everyone who has participated. And, it's okay for me.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Rick, for hosting.
Okay, very well.
Unknown caller.
Okay, can someone read the last page of our PDF here?
I can do it. Yes, it's the ethos. We are here to serve, not to be served. And thank you a lot from the Universal Council. Thank you.
So now we have to clap and dance without Shweta.
Yes, that'll be a first. Well, thank you everybody for attending today's 256 One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace here on Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. You see, next public teaching workshop will be the Keshe Plasma Reactor Group. And it starts on Wednesday at 7 a.m. Central European Time. And people are welcome to join there. And if you have anything that you would like to bring as far as questions about GANSs or some of your latest experiments, then that is a good format to show others. So people are welcome, whether you're a newcomer or an old timer of the plasma technology. And again, that starts at 7 a.m. Central European Time on Wednesday, January 11th. Of course, we have the Knowledge Seekers Workshop coming up on Thursday, as per usual. And as per usual, that starts at 9 a.m. Central European Time. Okay, I think that's it for announcements. So we'll play our obligatory flight enhancement spaceship unit music version. And in memory of our friend Sweta, who is not here to listen to it today. Maybe she's in the background and still clapping and dancing anyway. Okay, thanks everyone. See you next time around. Just like to say before we end here that I made an error in the Knowledge Seekers Workshop. It will actually be starting at 7 p.m. Central European Time. 7 p.m. Central European Time, not the 9 a.m. As previously announced. So keep that in mind. It'll be at 7 p.m. on Thursday, the 12th of January. 7 p.m., not the usual 9 a.m. It's a special announcement with Mr. Keshe. Okay, bye everyone.